Hello, hello, everybody. Welcome to the broadcast. I'm Dallisa Hawking. I am a fifth generation psychic medium, and I'm based in the beautiful city of Las Vegas. And I'm excited to be here with you today. So, welcome, everybody. Do me a favor as you're beginning to tune in. Go ahead and drop where you're watching from in the comments. So, city, state is great. If you're outside of the US, which country you're watching from. And I'm going to go through my notes for the week, what you can expect. It's kind of your energy forecast of the week. And then we're going to go into card readings where I will pull tarot cards. Then you'll pick your own card, and then I'll pick another card for all of us at the end. So, welcome everybody. Thank you, Caroline, for joining as a YouTube patron. I really appreciate it. That's that little button called join right next to the subscribe button. Please make sure that you have subscribed to this channel. Give it a thumbs up. And every time you subscribe, if you're new, and give each video a thumbs up and you comment, it lets YouTube know that I'm legit. And so it helps us to reach more people. Good morning. Good morning, everybody. If you are one of the patrons of the channel, you've unlocked specific emojis. So anytime you feel like using the fear or faith emoji or prisoner or pioneer, go ahead and drop those in the comments. It's fun to see those pop up. Beautiful. So it looks like we've got, Las Vegas, San Diego, Toronto, Montgomery, Texas, Northern California, the UK. Beautiful. Yeah. Whittier, California. Beautiful. I'll keep taking a look at those. So we are officially in springtime, spring season. Aries is the astrological sign that we're in now. And I'd be curious. Let me know in the comments how you're feeling. Do you feel like you've moved from Pisces into Aries? Do you feel like you're more action oriented? Beautiful. St. George, Utah, Seattle. Welcome, welcome, everybody. Make sure you've subscribed and liked and commented. I think it's funny, people that have been watching these lately, because I come on and do these on Mondays. People are like, wow, you're really like telling it like it is. Yeah, sure am. If you want to be cuddled and you want something that's sugar coated, go get a hug from somebody. I'm here to be your guide and to help you move forward and to progress. Um, so I think I would be doing you a disservice if I was just sitting here just telling you what I think you need to hear. So I'm going to tell you what's coming forward, and then we'll deal with it. I'm not going to just leave you hanging out there. I'm going to help you move through it because the energy is just crazy, crazy. Okay. So let me get started here. I wrote down channeled notes this morning, and I asked the universe, what do you want people to know for this week? And I'm going to get to that in just a moment. Want to quickly mention that we are doing our free live mediumship event tomorrow on YouTube. If you get my text alerts, which if you don't get them, the instructions on how to do that's at the bottom of your screen. But if you got my text alert this morning, you got the alert for this broadcast, but then you also got the link to the free mediumship event tomorrow. So you can go back to that text message, click on that link, and you can set your reminder for tomorrow. If you want an opportunity or a chance at a free mediumship message from one of the mediums, there'll be several mediums that'll be co-hosting it with me tomorrow. You have to watch live. So if you know somebody who likes mediumship, wants to connect with the other side, make sure you send that link over. If you are not on our text alerts, there will be an email blast that goes out tomorrow. So it's Tuesday, March 23rd. There'll be an email blast that goes out with a link tomorrow. Okay. So if you want that link, make sure that you're either on our, at this point, the link's going to go out via email. So make sure you're getting our emails. If you're not seeing them, check your spam folder and then mark the emails as not spam so that you make sure that you get those alerts. But it's tomorrow, the 23rd at noon Pacific time. Okay. We're also going to be looking at the mediums. The co-hosts are going to be looking at 3 famous cases, mysterious crimes. One is the Madeleine McCann case, and that is where the little girl went missing. While her parents were at dinner, she was inside of the hotel room. The parents were taking turns checking on the kids, and she was gone when they went back to check on her. We're going to look at that case. We're going to look at Amelia Earhart. Whatever happened to Amelia Earhart, the female aviator? What happened? What happened to her? What happened to her plane? So we're going to take a look at that. And the third one that we're going to look at is the JFK assassination. So those are the three crimes that we're going to look at tomorrow. So even if you're like, I could, just tune in and watch and hear about the true crime stuff, great. You don't have to tune in to get a message if you don't want one. So the crimes will be, I think, really interesting. So we'll be taking a look at that. I also want to mention a few of the predictions that I've made are starting to come true. I did a 2021 prediction video at the end of 2020. One of the things that came out, actually, there was a news report about it this morning, is that there are going to be UFO documents released June 1st. And so there's been a lot of astrology and predictions about UFOs coming. And I've even joked on my show before saying, oh yeah, they'll just be like a spaceship like parked over a major city one day, and like people won't even be able to deny it. So I do think that 2021 is the year where we're going to be learning a lot more about galactic beings and crafts, and which ones are for us, which ones are against us. That might come later, but I do think there's going to be revelations this year, which will be interesting because some people don't believe in aliens. And I'm like, what? You think we're just floating out here on this rock in the middle of, outer space and there's nobody else? I mean, to me, it's archaic thinking, but hey, that's me. Maybe one of you don't believe in aliens. Whatever, it's fine. Just wait till it hovers over your city. The other thing, which, I don't, some of my predictions I make, I don't want to be right because they're devastating. But I remember sitting down late 2020, looking at this year, and I saw a lot of natural disasters. And the hot spot, there's a couple, but one of the hot spots is they said like South Asia, which was really interesting. And then I heard New Zealand, I saw water, I saw lots of flooding, tsunami energy, earthquakes. And now, if you've been following the news, there was a tsunami warning off of New Zealand. There was an earthquake in Japan. There's now flooding in Australia. And so that whole pocket that I was seeing as one of the hot spots for this year, they have had tremendous activity so far. So send your prayers to Asia, Australia, New Zealand. There's a lot going on there. There's going to be a lot more natural disasters, just so you know, and ones that I feel are unexpected. Okay, because you could say, oh yeah, well, there's always hurricanes, there's always storms, blah blah blah. Yes, I completely understand, I get it, but there's going to be more unexpected natural disasters this year. Okay, so I'm going to go through the channeled messages. So let's do it, and then we'll pick some cards. All right, I'll read this to you. It says, and if you don't know how I channel, I see, I hear, and I feel. So I use all my psychic channels to download. And a quick mention, in a moment, I plan to bring Jennifer on. Jennifer's going to talk about her numerology class that she's hosting, which is going to be a lot of fun. So I'll bring her on in just a minute. So let me read through these channel messages. It says, it's time to dust off your shelves, both literally and figuratively. Initiation energy is here to get projects done, to get things done, which is that Aries energy. They also said, listen to your inner voice and spend time alone this week. So even though there's a lot of this like go, 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 Aries energy, it's also like, calm down, breathe, take care of yourself, especially today, the 22nd. Like, breathe, do something nice for yourself. Don't just like jump into the deep end of the pool. You've got to have that balance still, okay? But the energy is there to definitely get things done. Use your words wisely. They said, what do you actually want to say, and what words will be most powerful? This may be an important week when dealing with low vibration people. Spammy social media bots, robots, and bullies. So the download I felt was like around this is that you might get people around you that are negative, say mean things, make fun of whoever, like major judgmental people. And I didn't feel like don't say anything. I actually feel like it's okay to say something to them, but what are you going to say? How are you going to use your words so that they are most powerful? So it's just something for you to think about because I do feel like there's going to be aggravation, irritation with people. And this week, I actually think it's going to go for a few more weeks, unfortunately. And then they said, speaking of your bullies, your victims are also taking their voices back. So this is interesting. So it says, so instead of being a hater, focus on your own healing. So if you're somebody who's like judgmental, mean, has been putting out negative content, has been like commenting kind of in a snarky, mean way, you are going to get told off. And yeah, so I just wanted to give you all a warning. So if you're the hater, it's coming for you. Karma, listen up, folks. Okay, then they went on to say, if you find yourself judging other people right now, it's because there's something in you that you need to love more. Amen to that. Sunday is a full moon in Libra, which is going to highlight partnerships. Expect relationships to hit a crescendo. So expect clarity in your relationship. So it could be groups you're working with, it could be collaborations, romantic, friendships, family, but relationships will have more clarity when that Libra full moon comes in on this Sunday. It says, deal with what is in front of you in this moment. Don't romanticize what the future could be with people. Stick with the facts. And don't be so dang serious. Try to tap into your humor and lighthearted nature this week. A couple last points here before we bring Jennifer on. They said, who are your true friends and who are your transactional allies? And I got that transactional allies through the Astro Twins. I love their horoscopes. But they said, who are your true friends and who are your transactional allies? So it's kind of just getting clarity again around those relationships with the Libra full moon. You can check them out, Astro Twins. You can Google them. And then the channeled messages go on to say, you might find yourself cleaning up your social media friends list this week. And lastly, consider hosting a Zoom brainstorming session for your inner circle so that you can give each other ideas. So kind of like scratching each other's back, like I do for you, you do for me. So more collaborative energy this week. And there is a huge portal they were showing me for this week and next week of manifesting energy. So in other words, get with the program. Take care of yourself and get with the program. Okay, I'm going to bring Jennifer in. Jennifer, how are you?
Hi, how are you? I'm good. How are you?
Oh, okay, so beautiful. I brought Jennifer on today because Jennifer's leading a complimentary class for Spark Plug members. And so everybody that's a Spark Plug member, you've been thinking about becoming a Spark Plug member, Jennifer is going to teach a class on numerology. So Jennifer, what the heck is numerology and what is going to be happening in this class?
Numerology is all about the vibration of numbers. I'm going to talk numbers. Can you hear me well? It's a little staticky in my connection.
A little
Okay, good.
staticky, but I think you'll be okay.
So I'm going to explain to you exactly what the vibration is, kind of what numerology is. I'm going to talk about life path numbers. I'm not going to dive in deep to life path numbers, but I am going to send everybody their life path number before we get into the class. But I am going to talk about your personal years, that everybody has one through nine. I'm going to talk about what the meaning of them is, what the vibration is, and basically what your theme is for that year. I'm also going to talk about the universal year, which we're in a year 5 right now. And then I'm also going to talk to you about angel numbers because I see a lot of angel numbers. I know you do as well. But a lot of times people look at the clock, it'll be 222, 323, and they're like, what does that mean? So I'm going to go and I'm going to end the class talking about angel numbers and the vibration of all of those numbers and what the theme are and what the meaning of all of them mean.
Beautiful. Yeah, we sent out a text message a few days back encouraging people to sign up for the class. So I know that folks are starting to register. I did just put the link to the Spark Plug in the comments. So it's spiritandspark.com, and in the menu, it's the Spark Plug. So you can find that on there. Yeah, I get asked all the time, what's 11? I see 11 all the time. Oh, I see twos, threes, whatever. So you're going to go over that. I'll tell you, the life path number is really, really interesting. So basically, collectively, 2021, we have the year of the five, which you said, which is that big transformation, swift changes, which completely align with what I get as psychic downloads. But you as an individual have your own number that you're in. So I think I'm like in a four, which
Yeah,
is
you're
funny. I
in
was
a four.
laughing. Yeah, because Jennifer's like, oh yeah, Dallisa, you're in a four. It makes sense. You got all these moves and changes. And I'm like, oh, but wait a second. So I got to go through all this four stuff. And then I've got to go through all the big swift transformational changes in the 5 year next year. I'm like, how is this fair? So anyway, but your personal, like your life number for this year is really interesting. So it's worth taking that class with Jennifer. And remind people, what's the date and the time of the class?
It's March 31st and it's at 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time.
Okay, awesome. So the way that you sign up for this is the Sparkplug members go into your member portal and the sign up details are in there. If you go in your portal, you can't find it, just shoot me a text or an email. I'm happy to help direct you to that information. But I want to make sure we got your plug in because I love numerology. I think it's fascinating and you're really good at it.
I love it.
So we
I'm
want
like
to make sure
obsessed with
everybody's
it.
there.
Yeah, so
Yeah, everyone
and
should be there.
yeah, I've had a lot of signups since you sent out the email. So people are signing up for the class and like I have a lot of signups already. So it's great. So I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, it'll be fun. It'll be awesome. Yeah, March 31st, 5 o'clock Pacific time, so 8 o'clock Eastern. And yeah, it's open and free to all the Sparkplug members. And it gives them a chance to also get to know you and your work. So I think
Yeah.
it's a win-win. So thanks for jumping on this morning. I
Thank
appreciate
you for
it.
having me. Thank you so much.
Yeah, we'll see you later.
Bye-bye.
Bye. Oh my God, I love her. Okay, so let's go ahead and pick some tarot cards for this week. Oh, Natalie said, I had a session with Jennifer and I loved it. I know, she's so great. So Jennifer does soul and spiritual coaching. So if you feel like completely lost or you're like, I need to manifest or I want to manifest love, money, success, my perfect job, whatever it is, she's like the manifesting guru. And you can always find her in our free practitioner directory at spiritandspark.com. Okay, so let's go ahead and oh, funny. Tracy's just like, I just dusted 10 minutes ago. Yeah, well, they did. They're like, tell them to clean their house and tell them to like clean their life up. I'm like, oh, okay. Um, yeah, we'll do pick a card in a second. I'm just gonna do the tarot cards for the week first. I just want to see what we are dealing with. So let me just tune in. So I'm going to ask that all of this information through the cards is set with love and light. And that anyone receiving these messages today or through this video replay find this in their highest frequency and that it's sent with love and that highest frequency dimension and light, and all other things are not able to come forward. Okay. Okay, so let's pick a couple cards. So, Spirit, show me what cards represent the week ahead, please. Okay. This is the fun part where I'm like, huh, I get to see them before you. So, oh, okay. Yeah, pretty much. Oh, yeah. Yep. They're right on track with what the channeled messages were for this week, which they usually are. Um, so I just picked 5 tarot cards and I'm going to tell you what they are. And then if you want to write them down and do, your own reading and research around them, you certainly can. So we'll do these. We'll do pick a card next. So you got the 4 of Cups. I feel like 4 of Cups has come up in our live broadcast. So 4 of Cups is like, um, do you see what you're being offered? Do you see the universe bringing you gifts? Or are you just looking at like what's not working? So again, it's going to be a week of action, but if you aren't taking the week of action and focusing on what's working and like going for it, you're going to miss opportunity. So this Aries energy, and it's really potent right now. It's like, let's activate, let's go. Think of it as like the spring flowers blooming. Like, come on, get with the program. Um, so make sure that you are taking advantage of that energy. But like they said in that channeled message that I read to you a minute ago, Don't get so, um, be careful with your words. Be careful with your words. You're going to have to think through things this week before you say them. All right. Sometimes Aries energy can be, how do I say this? Like a bull in a china shop. And they mean well. They're kind of considered like the youngsters of the zodiac. Like they're excited. They're in there. They're knocking crap over. Um, but they're initiators. They get things started. They get the ball rolling. So in order to balance out that energy, I would just say, do it. Go wild in the china shop. Just don't break stuff. That's the Four of Cups. Then we got two major arcana cards. We got Justice, and Justice is like karma, which is interesting because remember the channeled message was like, bullies are going to get what's coming to them. Haters are going to get what's coming to them, whether it's through you or somebody else saying something. So it's going to balance out, and fairness is going to be balanced out this week. Okay. Um, so be nice. And it could even be, I want you to even catch yourself this week. Like if you're, let's say you're watching TV, and somebody pops up on the TV, and maybe their taste in clothes or their glasses or whatever would not be for you. And maybe your brain would automatically go to, God, that's ugly. Okay. I want you to watch that stuff this week. Because remember, if you're judging someone else, there's something about you that you don't quite embrace or love completely. Like what part of you is saying, God, that's ugly. Okay, well, then who are you to judge that? So I just want you to catch yourself even in those little moments, okay? Because the little moments add up to the big moments. Then we got the Lovers, which I love the Lovers. But remember, I told you the Libra full moon is this Sunday. There's going to be a lot of energy around relationships, clarity with relationships, having to make choices, and with that clarity, a deeper understanding will come. So the Lovers card is associated with the energy of Gemini, which is the communicator. It's speaking up. So again, using your words wisely. But the Lovers card, even though it's great for relationships and bringing people and collaborations together, it is about growth, and it is about having to make choice. Okay. Then we got the Knight of Cups, and I love this because we got the Knight of Cups and the Six of Wands. And I love these cards because the Knight of Cups is like moving forward, voicing your feelings, again, speaking up. Like they said, if there's somebody that's being mean or being a bully, you're going to say something to them this week, but do it in a powerful, profound way. Don't sink down to their level. Be careful with your words. So, action and voicing your feelings this week is the Knight of Cups. And that Six of Wands is looking forward, it's success, it's victory, it's travel, it's a fire card. So again, it's like, let's go, people, let's go. You're gonna probably rewatch this video this week because I feel like there's little things in there that you really need to hear. Let's do, you know what? I really liked these cards last week. So why don't we do the answer is simple again? So in the comments, and then I'm going to do one collective card for all of us again. So in the comments, I want you to comment with your number 1 through 5. What card are you going to pick this week? What's the message that you need to hear? So 1 through 5. 1 through 5. Ah, okay, let me go ahead and pick some cards. 1 through 5. Okay. So as you're commenting, I'll see what energies start showing up for these. Interesting. Okay. God, these are action. This is an action week for oh my God. Total action cards, but in very different ways depending on what number you're picking. And again, thank you so much to all the patrons of the channel. I'm seeing Anne Marie. I saw Hope a minute ago. Thank you, everybody who's clicked that join button. I really appreciate it. Okay, so, okay. And honestly, if you've been thinking about doing the spark plug and you haven't yet, I would do it. Jennifer's class is going to be awesome. Jennifer's so great. So you just go to spiritandspark.com, click on spark plug, and the sign up button's in the bottom of that email. Okay. Oh, interesting. Okay. So all of the one people, put the past behind you. You got the look forward card. This is like, if you're feeling any kind of anxiety, worry, concern right now, number one people, it's because you're either stuck back here or you're worried about something that hasn't even happened yet. So I want you to look forward in a positive way. What are you getting excited about? What I'm hearing to tell you is number one, people, I want you to, even if it's like that you do a vision board or you just get a piece of paper and a pen, but what are you looking forward to this summer, this fall, this winter? And not like, oh, I hope this doesn't go wrong. I hope this, doesn't get side railed. I hope this doesn't get delayed. No, 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 no. That's focusing on the negative. So what I want you to do is get out a piece of paper and a pen or a vision board and cut out images from magazines. And I want you to plot out, what does the rest of 2021 look like? The positive aspects of it. Okay. Because you get to be right. So I want you to focus on what's working. All right. Number two, people, you got lend a hand. I told you it was action. It was like, all right, you're looking forward. Now you're going to lend a hand. Number two, people, I want you to, I'm going to challenge you this week to do something nice for someone else. And a lot of you do nice things all the time. I want you to do something unexpected and nice. So maybe you even like get a couple of note cards and just write, I hope you have a great day with a smiley face, and drop it on a couple of random cars, or, drop it in a place of business where people are sitting in the waiting room, like wherever you feel like people are going to see it. So come up with something unexpected that doesn't take a lot of time and energy unless you want it to. And what are you going to do to brighten someone's day this week? So when you're out there doing all your action stuff, I want you to think about someone else as well, and lend a hand. Do something nice. Number two, people. Therese, thanks for joining. I appreciate it. Number three, people, drop it. Drop another action card. I told you, action, action, action. So drop it. Look at her in this hot air balloon. She's literally dropping her crap off of the side of the hot air balloon. This is the week that's like, you know what? I'm going to get real clear and use that Libra full moon energy. And I'm going to really look at the people around me, the relationships, which ones are friends, which ones are transactional allies, which ones just don't give a crap what you're doing that you probably need to cut out of your life anyway. So let it go. Let it go. Let it all go. If it's not serving you, it's time to drop it from your hot air balloon. So number three, people, what are you dropping this week? Wicked Love Media, thank you so much for your super chat donation. I appreciate it. Okay, number four, people, start anew. Again, action. This is like dust your shelves off, just like we were talking about with Tracy earlier, who said, I just dusted my shelves off. Start anew. So, what are you doing this week to be that butterfly? How are you coming out of your cocoon? How are you going to really step into new projects, new ideas? The crap you've had on your back burner that you're like, maybe one day, like, what are you going to do? Number four, people, you notice the butterfly is flying. It's not in its cocoon, like sipping on some coffee, reading the paper, kicking its feet up. No, it's flying. So this is the week, if you are a number four person, that you need to get to action, stop with the excuses. So if you do any self-sabotaging talk or behavior, it's not going to cut it this week. And number five, people, is take bite-sized steps. So if you're a number five person, this message for you this week is don't get overwhelmed by feeling like you have to do everything this week. Number five, people, it's about taking actionable steps, but I would say every single day, even if it's something small. So number five, people, identify a project or a new business endeavor, a new collaboration, whatever it is, right? Identify one thing that you're going to do this week. And then each day, I want you to do something small to get you to the end result of that project or collaboration, okay? So number five, people, make sure you're getting a lot of self-care and self-care and rest this week, because this card is usually like, don't overwhelm yourself, but also don't self-sabotage by just keeping yourself still and where you're at, okay? So let me know. I'm going to shuffle the next cards for our collective. But let me know in the comments, did that make sense to you? Which card did you pick and did it make sense? I'm going to do, as we begin to close out, I'm going to do our collective card for this week. And I'm going to do one more thing. So I'm going to pick our card. And then I have this amazing deck of cards I just got in the mail yesterday. They're called the Motivation Manifesto. And if you're a Sparkplug member and you get my 3-card readings, you will get one of these cards in your envelope that I'm mailing out shortly in the next several days. I'm trying to get it as close to April 1st as I can. So these cards are fantastic. But the person who created this card did a card that I found when I was putting the card readings together yesterday called the 9 Declarations. And so if you want to do these 9 declarations with me for the week ahead, we're going to do that right after I pick our last creative or collective card. Creative collective card for this week. Sure, I'm just going to go with it. So this is the card of destiny, which I love. It's based off of a standard deck of playing cards, and we're going to see what card comes forward. And again, reminder, the Mysteries with the Mediums is tomorrow at noon Pacific time, and that's where we're going to be looking at those 3 cases, and we're going to be doing readings with the audience as well. So mediumship is connecting with people on the other side, whereas today is more psychic and channeling, all right? Because I'm often asked, what's the difference between a psychic and a medium? Okay, our collective card today is 2 of Diamonds. This is for this week, okay? So let me read this to you. 2 of Diamonds. This is perfect. Logic must be given the position of co-pilot for the moment. Logic for the moment. And intuition must be in the driver's seat. I feel like we've had this one before, but there are no accidents, so there's something we need to hear in this. Intuition's in the driver's seat. Logic is in the co-pilot. Okay. What is the vision that you hold for yourself right now? It's time to follow your true vision so that you can coax the physical realm to respond to what you see and desire. Just like they said in that channeled message this morning, you have like 2 weeks of amazing activation around whatever you want to manifest. Okay, so they said, this is how you will bring your heart's desire into being. So in other words, logic and intuition. With your vision as your inspiration and your intuition as your guide, you can create a clear pathway to self-expression. Stay focused on the end result and go with the flow that leads you there. See the possibility you hold for yourself as reality. Didn't I just tell you to do a vision board? In doing so, you will naturally compel your desired outcome. Creative intelligence is at your beck and call. Partnerships are favored. Focus and be true to yourself. The 2 of Diamonds. And I told you that this Libra full moon is going to bring these partnerships and relationships into focus. All right. So what I would say to you, just like the channel message said, I love when they all like confirm each other. You've got to use your head, use your words powerfully, have impact with your words. Don't stoop down, stay high level with your words and your intentions, and trust your intuition. But there's going to be a lot of clarity around partnerships. Okay. Okay, so I love all these comments. These are great. Thank you, everybody. There's some amazing comments in here. I appreciate all that. We're going to do the 9 declarations now. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to close our eyes. It's going to take maybe 60 seconds. But they're kind of like rules for life. And I think these are great. And then I want to hear if you like them or not. So what I want you to do is you're just going to close your eyes to do that with me. Close your eyes. And I just want you to take a couple of deep breaths in through the nose and out of the mouth. Letting it all go, dropping it like that hot air balloon, letting it go. Pushing it all out of your energy. Anything that you feel you've been holding onto that's been tight in your shoulders, your back, breathe it out. Do one more deep cleansing breath. Let it all go. I am going to say these, we're keeping our eyes closed. I'm just going to say these declarations one at a time. And you're just going to say it to yourself. It's like a rule for life for this week, okay? So number 1, here we go. Meet life with full presence and power. So you're just saying these back to yourself. Number 2, Reclaim your agenda. So if you want to change it to my agenda, you can. When you say it back to yourself, you're just getting the energy of these items. Number 3, defeat your demons. Number 4, advance with abandon. Number 5, practice joy and gratitude. Number 6, do not break integrity. Number 7, amplify love. Number 8, inspire greatness. And number 9, slow time. Take a big deep breath, letting it all out. Opening your eyes, bringing yourself back in. And let me know in the comments, how did that feel? And was there one out of the 9 that really struck a chord or really hit your heart? Let me know. I loved those, the 9 declarations. And again, the deck is called the Motivation Manifesto, the Motivation Manifesto. And I know some of you in the comments get the 3-card reading through the Spark Plug, so you'll be getting one. It won't be this one because I took it from the deck. But I thought we could incorporate that in. Yeah. Oh, beautiful, beautiful. Okay, great. I'm glad you enjoyed that. Yeah, and it was really like 60, 90 seconds that it took to slow our breath down and say those statements to ourselves. So beautiful, beautiful. Okay, you have your orders for this week, folks. You have your orders. I trust that you heard them. You're going to go forward with grace. You're going to use your words powerfully. You're going to get your clarity with relationships. And yeah, I hope to see you over in that mediumship event tomorrow, again, noon Pacific. It's free. Share the link. And if you love this video today, which I hope you did, or you enjoy this channel, please share it with 3 new people this week. I would really appreciate it. It's for anybody who's ready to do the work, to heal their wounds, and to move forward with a really happy, abundant life. You can have it. Everyone can have it. It's not just for a select few. So beautiful. Well, thank you, everybody who tuned in live today. And for those of you that watch the replay, thank you as well. And we'll see you tomorrow on the mediumship event. All right, everybody. We'll see you later. Bye for now.